Okay.
We're back on.
So we're getting on a personal level. This is part 2 of segment 1, and we're getting a little bit more personal. We're going to talk about how we feel we have changed personally over the course of our first year in college. Denny, you have the floor.
That's tough. For me, my first year of college, I didn't know how I feel about college. So, I was just like, hey, if I'm here, I like it, I'll stay,
Well, like, what about as a person? Like, if you could compare yourself here to, like, your junior, senior year.
My junior, senior year, oof. After just moving from Atlanta, I pretty much despised everyone in high school just because I already knew they were fake. So it was like I was just looking at a bunch of fake people walk around and talk and smile. So I was just like, okay, yeah. I'll just play along with this high school notion. So a lot of people think that I really messed with them in high school, and sometimes they text me and I'm like, no.
That's
so
wild.
Yeah, no, it's wild. But for me in college, I kind of tuned down from that because it's kind of a relaxing, chill environment. You talk to people, you meet new people, you make a bunch of friends in college. I've met a whole bunch of community car culture people that, they have pretty tuned nice cars. And a lot of times,
You know what? That's something that's like unique to college versus high school. It's a lot easier to find like a group of people who like share your interest.
Yeah, it's much easier to find because you'll be in class and some guy will talk about, yo, I just got like a WRX, and you'll be like, some guy just be like, yo, I just took my 05 Mustang. So, and then out of nowhere you break out, or you meet someone in art class who's just really into art or philosophy,
and then it's
you
like
just start a whole conversation.
And then that happens. It's not even like a mechanic class. It's like just some random class.
Some random class. So yeah, you meet a bunch of people, but sometimes you got to take that first step because in college people are more like, I don't feel like talking. They're just there doing their work. So you got to actually approach someone and actually talk to them to become friends. So it's not like you're in high school and you're forced to be there. You're not forced to talk to no one. So it's just like if you don't talk to someone, then it doesn't matter.
All right, and then we're gonna move on to Danny's
selfie segment.
She's been taking a lot of selfies. She's been slacking off. Anyway, Danny, you have the floor. How have you changed as a person from your high school days to college?
All right. As I'm taking selfies, hopefully you can add in a camera effect in there. But well,
I probably won't.
I was coming from a pretty I've come a long way with my mental health. I knew that I was in a bad place senior year and junior year, and shout out to those who are going through it. You got this. You're very strong. But
of the 4 people that have heard this, they all have mental issues. That's not a joke. I'm with you guys.
God,
but
Jesus Christ, get it together, Josh.
Okay.
Anyway, not Josh.
Not Josh.
But the first
God,
year,
people are gonna go searching through all the segments.
Yeah, you're gonna be dead by next week.
Honestly.
Anyways, so my first year of college, it's helped me be a little bit more social because my senior year, I kind of wasn't talking to a lot of people. I had friends, don't get me wrong, but I just wasn't out there socializing with them. And now that I'm here with them practically every day, it's helped me come a lot closer. And I've also made a new friend, Denny over here. He actually hates me. He's plotting my death, but
man, can't wait to get that insurance money.
It's helped me kind of I'm trying to practice time management.
Yeah.
And it's not something I mastered, I'm trying to find balance with it all.
I think I've definitely learned time management better, and I think part of that, they say that having a job helps you while you're in school.
Yeah.
And I think it really does. So I think is it my turn?
Yeah, you were talking.
Oh, well, it's just if you wanted to add in more stuff.
That's as much as I got right now. I don't want to get too emotional.
Well,
yeah, man.
Okay.
Not right now. This is only part
not right
2.
now.
Part 2, segment 1.
Yeah. No, it's episode 1, segment 2.
What?
Episode 1.
Part 2 of segment 1.
Yeah, but
part 2 of okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then wow.
Here's
the tea.
the motherfucking tea.
Anyway, I think I have grown in the way of I don't know, it's just I used to hate school, and then now it's I don't mind it because I don't know, it's while I was in high school I was this really does not matter that much. But like in college, it's like, okay, yeah, every assignment you do has some importance because it's like your grade matters.
Honestly, because like there's like 2 assignments in class, and then like your grade like
Yeah,
flops if you don't do them.
Yeah, no, it's really. But like that's the thing. It's like sure, like each assignment matters, but you get way more time than what you were in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So I think like I've grown to like not hate school as much. I think I'm more social in high school. I've finally become an entity outside of school.
Yeah, you exist outside of school.
I do exist out of school now. All I had to do was just graduate, and then, yeah, but I do exist outside of school, and yeah, I don't know. It's well, even with like high school, like my senior year, I thought I was like a much more sociable and like just genuinely happier person than freshman, sophomore year. And I feel like that's still like just going on as I get through college, as I just get older.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Happiness is key. You know, comfortability is key.
Well, it's also like we went to high school. We knew the same group of people since freshman year, and then
and I still know these people, by the way.
Yeah, and most of them go here now, and it's like, well, now we've been with this group for so long. Like, those are like the real friends. Like there was people in high school who you knew were like you said, they're fake. Anyway, we ending that segment there? Or you got any more thoughts on that?
I don't got any more thoughts, because that's a bad idea.
We don't want to go any more depth.
You know what made this conversation made me wonder, which one's more depressing, high school or college?
High school.
I think high school's a lot more depressing.
High school's a lot more soul-sucking, depressing, and it's just
And
like...
why?
I would say...
That's a good question. I'll get back to you on that after...
Even though there's a lot more people that go to HSC, it doesn't feel as crowded as high school, you know?
Yeah.
And so it was crowded. It was 7 classes a day, every day for a whole year.
No,
versus
4 years.
Versus a whole 4 years, this is like semester by semester. You get new classes, and it's just, I don't know. There's a lot of things that contribute to high school just being like the worst.
I don't know. I think it's honestly the pure repetition and being in like a constant.
It's the same. No, it's the same thing in and out.
The constant repetition of doing the same thing every day for you. At the very least, college, like, yeah, you're going to like the same. Okay, you're going to the same class twice a week, but there's still a variety in what could happen. Walking to class or walking to or out of the class, like it's not the same thing.
Would you?
And you also have time to fucking piss.
Would you think that high schoolers who have a block schedule are genuinely better off than the schedule we had?
What was the block schedule again? I forgot.
A block schedule is, instead of 7 classes a day, you'd have 3 at some schools, 4 at another, and you'd have that class for 2 periods, and then you'd come back to that in 2 days.
I feel like they're better off.
So like, instead of having like an hour per class, you'd have 2 hours per half the amount of classes.
That's basically a summer class here. It gets you prepared for that, but like I feel like they're better off, maybe. I don't know.
I feel like that'd be less repetitive then.
It is less repetitive, but like I feel like it'd just be the same thing because now, because no offense, actually no, full offense. High school classes are fucking trash.
And that's the thesis. And I'm allowed to like a sound.
No, because high school classes are trash.
High school classes
they're fucking repetitive. No one likes fucking Springboard. By the way, Springboard sucks ass.
The thing about high school classes is that they have to teach a certain way, like you said, Springboard. If it's a class like English, they have to teach by Springboard.
Yeah, oh yeah,
and Springboard sucks. And then it's like down to like the teacher has to be like a really great and enjoyable teacher to make the class even remotely enjoyable.
We've had our fair share of like great high school teachers. We've also
had
shitty
high school
teachers like
Can we name a few, or is that can we not do that on the podcast?
I feel like it'd be wise not to because we'll get a lawsuit.
We'll just say the subject that they taught, and we would know.
Yeah, and anyone who went to our high school during either like within like a class year or was in our graduating class who knows our voices and possibly our names will know these teachers that we're talking about.
Please don't DOS us.
I think we can come up with like good codes for these people.
Yeah.
So like the pagan witch.
Mr. Grinder.
Mr. Grinder.
Oh, Mr. Grinder. Okay.
Mr. Grinder. Mr. Mountain Dew.
Well, that begs
Master Mountain Dew.
Master Mountain Dew. One of
We have
One
our
of
we have,
my
we
favorite
have,
teachers
We
was,
have war crimes over here.
one of my favorite teachers was Mr. Lean and Lick. He always licked his lips and walked with a limp.
Oh.
But he was one of the best teachers, I swear.
Okay.
What did he
alright.
teach again? Because I don't know. Who
He
that
taught world history in sophomore year and then econ, senior year.
is. Econ.
Yeah, economics.
Got it.
Yeah. Coach Lee.
Oh.
Yeah. I had to
put-
mouth her the name of the actual teacher.
Oh, okay. I didn't have him, but like, okay, let's talk about the pagan witch on our next part of segment 1.
Part 3 of segment 1 is going to be a very interesting episode describing this teacher, and hopefully, no, we'll just get to it. We'll get to it. All right.